No way! We actually just DPS'd him right away. Welcome, Exiles. Well, today, what do we have here? We have some mana abusing. I had to get in on some of the fun. I mean, I'm seeing Akane's Miner build, I'm seeing SK Cloudy abuse it. It truly is some broken mechanics going on with the Mana Flask shenanigans and being able to stack Berserk in, being able to stack Righteous Fire with how much sustain you get. I decided, you know what, that stuff's a little bit too meta for us. We're going to take it a little bit off-brand a bit, and we're going to go for some Kinetic Bolt. Kinetic Bolt, the reason we're messing around with this is because A, it's an attack, so it's a little bit different there, and B, it does twice the amount of spell damage is applied to our attacks. So if we use a Indigon with Kinetic Bolt, we're getting double the effect of Indigon, essentially. We also are using Mana Storm, so whenever we proc a spell, like say we go into a boss fight and we pop our Arcanist brand, it'll use up the 6,500 mana we have here, and we'll get that all as flat lightning damage. So on a boss fight, instead of dealing a base of, 30 fizz damage, we're dealing a base of 1,700 lightning damage. And that's not including Arcane Cloak, which is another big chunk of lightning damage. We could probably add in Sigil of Power if we want to as well, but we haven't gone that far just yet. And the idea is we proc these things to get our flat lightning damage. As we're going through a map, we'll just flame dash every now and then to get a bunch of flat lightning damage. We'll proc our Arcane Cloak, and we'll have all of this flat lightning damage on top of the fact we're spending a lot of mana, and then we're getting a lot of spell damage, which is then multiplied by 2. But the power doesn't stop there, because Kinetic Bolt, it shotguns. Why? I don't know, but it does. Apparently, somebody posted this on Reddit, and then somebody saw it on Reddit and came to me during stream and said, hey, did you know Kinetic Bolt shotguns? I was like, no, why would it shotgun? That's crazy, that's broken, and it totally does. My friend Theros even tested it on a big hitbox boss like Kitava. One Kinetic Bolt, he was able to get 20 self-poison stacks, so he hit 20 times with one greater volley from Kinetic Bolt. So there's definitely some janky stuff going on in terms of shotgunning. From my personal testing when I'm like doing boss fights, if you can position yourself so the boss is like right where the zig and zag is happening, that's when you get kind of the best damage. It feels like you're getting the most hits in that scenario, where if they're sitting right where the zig and zag is. But the idea here is we multiply our damage with Indigon with the percent spell damage scaling. We multiply our damage with having a huge amount of flat damage from mana stacking from Arcane Cloak and Mana Storm. And then we multiply our damage again by shotgunning, which is just kind of busted. Frankly, with slower proj, we still do a bunch of damage, but then we swapped out slower proj for greater volley, and all of a sudden we're doing more damage, and it's just hilarious to me. So this build so far has been a great success. I'm really excited to, continue to min-max this and perfect it and then make a guide on it. So hopefully you guys will like this build. I'm certainly enjoying it so far. Of course, it's using some pretty broken mechanics with, Mana Flask, Indigon shenanigans, and of course, we're getting in some nice Berserk from Chainbreaker. Stuff like that. Really tasty, really powerful. I hope you guys will enjoy the video when I end up putting a full guide on this. Just wanted to give you a heads up of what I'm working on. So, hope you guys enjoy. Appreciate you watching the video. Have an excellent day, guys.